Listen, I don't know about you, but I started a business so I could do this. Travel, be with friends, be with family, create memories. I didn't do it to sit at the computer all day. I didn't do it so that I could just be in countless emails and Zoom meetings. I did it to create opportunities for myself and opportunities for others. So listen, if that's something that interests you, enjoying time with your friends, being out and about, definitely drop by Erica Williams' Classy Climb blog. Check out the YouTube channel. We've got over 2,000 videos of free information that's actually changed people's lives. People actually post their new jobs, their new careers, their new businesses all the time over at the channel.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Let's get into it. Okay, we got to do our curls tomorrow, but today they just gonna be doing what they do. All right, sauna hair. All right, so again, many people say, Erica, I've tried to call you, I've tried to book a call with you, I've tried to find your courses, I just can't find anything. Where is the links? The links are always in the description of the videos. Our staff may go back, and you notice we start doing timestamps. That's on their new assignment, is to do timestamps for me. So if you see them putting timestamps in the video, that's what's happening. They're putting timestamps in there. They're checking over the descriptions. Same thing I tell you guys all the time. The classes are here. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Okay, and they're always pinned. It's the same link it's been for 10 years now. It's the same link. Now you say, where can you used to have classyclimbers.com? That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah, we used to put that out there. It's easy to say. And what you've learned over the past 5 years, if you've been on social media, if it's got to be easy, it's got to be like 1, 2, 3, click me. If it's more than that, people ain't got time. So I'm okay with that. I understand how it is. Drop your city and state in the chat. Here's if you want to book calls with me. And after mid-April, it's probably going to be locked up. Just going to let you know now. Here is top 40 certifications, book number 2, not number 1. Thank y'all for who's been leaving me reviews. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all that. The top 5, the 5-day challenge right here. Okay. And also the Digital Liberty Warriors group. We've taught Facebook ads in there. We've taught creating digital courses. We taught a lot of things in there. Your choice. Access is up to you. What you want to do is what you want to do. Okay. Classes. BigRealEstateLifeThinkative.com. I know it's a long one, right? But we've had this link posted over 2,000 videos almost. So if you can't find it, baby, it's on an old video. But we posted it for the past 14 days in a row on our community wall, just in case you couldn't see it. We always want to make sure that you're getting access to the best, the most awesome. The next 30 days is going to be nonstop sales and marketing. I hope you guys are ready, because I know you don't like it, but we're going into the summer. The summer winds are coming. Many of you are going to be checked out. I'm okay with that. I'm also going to be on vacation. It's going to be plenty of pre-recorded. It's going to be some live, but mostly pre-recorded. Why? Because we all get to do what we want in the summertime. Duh. So let's get into it. If you are only a consumer, today's liberation was not about you. I know, crazy, right? Now I've got a few clips, a few things. You know, there's 170 countries doing tariffs, but now that America, who is the big baby, we are the big lick. We are a walking check. We are walking liquid money, what they used to call certain people. It's a problem. It's a problem. Now, there's a video you should check out. I'm going to recommend you check this out. Go check out Diamond Dave's Economic Warfare is Real. Go check it out. He was hitting on all cylinders. It's a good show. Go. Very informative. You can find him at David Williams Retail Trader. I don't gatekeep. I know y'all love that word. It drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy to no end. But here we go. We've been for 2,000 videos, giving data, giving information, giving links. What I know, what I still know to this day, if you don't put any money on it, you don't put no skin in the game, you do not care. You don't. I know. How dare I? Shame on us. But you can go check this out for yourself. Again, what is this? This is from Trump's press conference. This is a video of the thing. You can click here. You can hear Mr. David.
That Dr. Claude Anderson talked about is what Trump is talking about right now today. And I told somebody this almost a year ago, right? I said that when Trump talked about black jobs, people got bent out of shape. Dr. Claude Anderson had been talking about black jobs for 40 years and nobody listened to him.
Okay. I don't want to copyright strike. Don't want to copyright strike me, David. No, but I want you to understand. This is when someone puts all this other stuff on the internet. When you boil it down, it's to money. You know, when people kept saying, "Why y'all keep calling men brokies? Why you keep saying this? This is horrible. Why are women saying this? Calling them dusties." 45% of men in Chicago are unemployed. Milwaukee's got 37% of Black men are unemployed. I think it's closer to 40% now. You're talking about whole parts of the city, half the city's unemployed, and not by choice. So when people say, "Well, you probably live with your mama," how do you know I live with my mama? What's wrong with me living with my mama? That's the problem. You don't live there by choice. It's one thing to choose to live with your mama. You don't have a choice. Okay. And so what you understand is the reason I've made this channel so much about getting money, making money, investing money is because the average person, when they go talk to their family, they do not talk about money. They talk about GoFundMes. They talk about funerals. They talk about, boy, I can't believe they didn't have enough money. Oh, they lost their car. Oh, they repossessed their car. It's everything but the money. It's everything around the money, but the church need us. The church want us to go wash cars in the middle of the city. For what? Why the pastor don't got no credit cards? Why the church don't have no access? Why the church don't have a staff that's full-time running around gathering grants? Why don't the church have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to understand, this all breaks down to not enough money or nobody's focusing on the money. It's what it breaks down to. If you are only a consumer, today wasn't about you. If a male is over 25, limited period, not by choice, that's a problem. 1 in 3 men, 19 to 34 years old, live with their parents. Well, Erica, because I choose, I'm saving money. Hey, you ain't got to tell me no story. You ain't got to tell me no story, baby. I don't need it. I've been on the phone. I done did about 10,000 phone calls. I've had multiple Black men tell me, I'm at my mama's house. I'm pissed. I don't want to be here. I want to buy a house. I'm like, let's get focused. Let's get Terminator mode. Let's go buy a house. Let's get our credit cleaned up. Let's go. When I went over to O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel, right, a couple years ago, well, before that we was doing Rumbles, we had 637 or 640 something Black men call in to get the credit repaired through the partnership company I was working with at the time. And I had to do a lot of phone intake. Majority of them, tall, good-looking brothers, nothing wrong with them. Hey, man, my credit bag, child support, I live with my mom. A lot of them. Then the ones that were married were like, I just need to get my credit better so I can go buy a house. Me and my wife can buy a house. So we have to understand this is a significant problem for our community. Our community does everything not to address this problem. Everything in its power to be like, oh, I'm good. Ma'am, if you're making under $45,000 a year in the United States, you are not good. So sorry. But Erica, I'm married. Okay, well, how much does your husband make? Well, he make about 55. Okay, together y'all make 90. What y'all own? See, y'all don't want me to be direct because see, that's being rude. But y'all go on all these white Italian feisty Latina channels and let them talk to y'all crazy. So I know what it's about. I mean, we don't have, you know, and I know what it's about. It's cool. No problem. All right, so let me show you this. Again, if you're in Atlanta, I'm gonna keep telling you, if you're in Atlanta and you have a son and he don't know what he want to do, baby, send him to community college and get a trade. Listen, they're putting billions into the city. There's no reason for Black people in Atlanta to not be doing well. If they're going to do service jobs, stop doing food service jobs. Don't hit the messenger. Here we go.
Might seem like just another flashy urban redevelopment. A sleek blend of hotels, apartments, and office spaces aimed at making downtown Atlanta more walkable and connected. It's being sold as a game changer, a massive revitalization project that will finally bring the city's disjointed core together. But look a little closer and you'll see there's a side to this project that's not getting as much attention. One that raises big questions about funding, priorities, and who really stands to benefit. Centennial Yards is a $5 billion initiative to transform the Gulch.
Pause. There's $5 billion going into your city. There's $5 billion going into just in this project. We're not even talking about all the other projects in Atlanta. Just this project. How much money of this $5 billion that's going in Atlanta will African-American people receive? I mean, let's go there. Let's go there. How much money and business transaction will your Uncle Jeff, who does plumbing, get off of the city of Atlanta? How much transactions right? How much transactions will the black people in the city of Atlanta get off of the $5 billion going into this area? Because I already know the taco lady got a taco truck. Taco lady got a taco truck. But let me continue. Let's continue. Can y'all see the screen? Make sure you put a 1.
Once bustling, now neglected stretch of parking and rail remnants into a modern, thriving district. And while it's impossible to deny how impressive this project is and how long Atlanta has needed something like it, there's a key question lingering. With nearly $2 billion in public subsidies on the line, is it truly the best investment for the city, or just another deal that benefits developers more than the people who actually live in the area? Atlanta.
First things first, how can the government get money to you? How can the government get money to you? Because again, the government shouldn't be hiring nonstop. How can the government get money to you? Anybody can answer this. You're free to answer this. You're free to answer this. How can the federal government go, let me give Thomas Dickerson some money? How can the federal government let me give Dr. Dre Harden some money? Let me give Cool Breeze some money. Let me give, Patrice 2020 some money. How can the government say, I'm coming to Charlotte, Danny M, and I'm giving you some money? How can they come to Harrisburg, PA, and give Glenn Logan some money? How can they go to New York and give Sherm some money? How can they do it? How can they come to Atlanta and say, Brandy, we got to give you some money? How? Grants, contracts, subcontracts, procurements. Yeah. Job training, the grants drying up. Okay. The only way the federal government can come in and the way we built this system, again, keyword system, is you have to have your paperwork together, right? You have to have your paperwork together. You have to show yourself as a business. You can either be a woman-owned business, or urban-owned business, a minority-owned business. You can be a underutilized business. You can, whatever you want to be in those categories. You need to be able, I need to be able, if I type up on the city for services, painting, roofing, electrical, how can I find you? How can I find you? This is how the federal government will work with you via your business, via your company, via you accruing these grants and subcontracts. How would you know to even be a part of the subcontracts? When you drive by, what is needed? Even prime example, one of the ladies that came to our Digital Liberty tour, she does commercial cleaning. There's construction all over. What's she gonna do? She can hit up every one of these construction sites. She can help all these owners. She can help all these people on LinkedIn. She can do a ton of things. She can get a piece of this $5 billion. The government works through private enterprise, and then private enterprise goes one or two ways. We're gonna hire some people, or we're gonna subcontract to some people. It's that simple. That's it. They're not going to say, you know what we should do? We should cut a $20,000 check to every single black person in the city of Atlanta. That's not how that works. And so when people understand how the government works, why do schools go? Why do police officers knock on your door if your kid missed too many days in school? Does anybody know? Why do the police knock on your door, charge you with truancy if your kid don't go to school? Anybody know why? Take your time. I'm okay with this. I mean, I ain't gonna be here all night. I got things to do, but I just want to. If we can't even get the basics, like if we can't explain to our brothers, sisters, and cousins how this works, it's a hard day. It's a hard, long week. Why do people get charged with truancy? Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. Benny, all that information will be released tomorrow. I think tomorrow afternoon. You'll see the links. You can go through all the stuff, watch it. We'll have a whole video on it. We'll talk about it. The school gets money off each kid. That's right. And every day when they do homeroom, I explained this to somebody. Well, how do they know the kids ain't in school? It's called homeroom. Your kid goes to homeroom. The lady marks it off. They submit it to the front office. The front office submits it to them. That is the attendance for that day. your kids skip school, you know what? They don't care as much. When your kids skip homeroom, though, they go crazy. How I know? I did it as a teenager, and one of my nephews did it. They hear him call, hey, hey, hey. They got an automatic call system now. They don't even call you no more. They got an automatic call system. Hey, your child missed third period and fourth period. You need to call us. You need to speak to your child. You need to get your child back into school. Do you understand how serious that is? They're not playing with y'all because it's about the money. They get paid because your child shows up. They don't care your child's safe. They don't care your child's learning. They don't have to make sure your child's learning. They went all the way to the Supreme Court in Detroit, and they told the teachers, or found out the teachers don't have to teach your child how to read. Then why am I forced to send my child there, and I will go to court for truancy if I don't send them? Because it's about the money. How does the federal government pay the school? Based on your child butt being in the seat. Point blank simple. Is your child butt in the seat? That's how they get their money. Right? The federal government can't come and give you cash money in your hand. There is a system and process. And when you refuse to acknowledge you need money, how can I work with these organizations or systems to make money? That's your problem. Only certain states require you to go to school. Ms. K, don't miss the forest for the trees. Attendance policies for grant money. The school will contact the police. School funding is based off attendance. That's right. Some with military, when soldiers go away, AWOL, yeah, they're going to find you. They're going to find you. This is a real deal. Yes, yes. The inner circle, we talked about it the other day, just to address it again. You have 4 events that we do, 2 to 3 days. And then we have a few 1 or 2 off dinners. But the 4 for the quarters, quarter 3 is Tennessee. Quarter 4 is Texas. Quarter 1 of next year is Florida, Southern Florida. Y'all know what time it is, boat time. Quarter 2 is San Diego, California. And then there's little pop-up surprise dinners in the middle, but that's for the inner circle folks. So you'll see more on that tomorrow. Okay. For sure. But let me show a little bit of this and then we get out of here. But I just want y'all to understand, like, what's going on in your city. How can you be a part of this? Like, if you're just a consumer, if you're just in Atlanta to complain about the restaurants and the price of living and all that stuff, you have no ownership in the city. It doesn't matter what you think. I know this sounds horrible how I'm saying this, but if you're just a consumer, today you're like, oh, Trump's raising the prices. Nobody's addressing there's 170 other countries that have tariffs and they haven't fallen apart. Nobody's addressing that America is the big lick in the room. Nobody's addressing that there are several people I met who are of Chinese and Brazilian descent right here in Austin, Texas. They spouse and their whole family still living in another country. They come here to get the money and go about their day. One of the people I'm interviewing for the channel, hey, his wife ain't even here. She overseas with their daughter. And he here in America just eating up money in Texas, tearing it up. I was sitting in that interview like, what? But y'all see when I release them. So
Atlanta is one of the biggest, most influential cities in the Southeast, but its downtown kind of a mess. The city's core is packed with major attractions like Centennial Olympic Park, the Georgia Aquarium, and multiple pro sports stadiums. Yet somehow it still feels disconnected. That's because for decades, downtown Atlanta has been a patchwork of developments, highways, and rail lines that never quite came together into a cohesive urban space. And at the center of all this, the Gulch, a massive underutilized void right in the heart of the city. This sunken 50-acre stretch of parking lots and rail lines might not look like much now, but it was once the beating heart of Atlanta's railway network. Many decades ago, trains crisscrossed through here, fueling the city's rapid growth. But as rail travel declined, the Gulf was left behind, slowly turning into a dead zone between some of Atlanta's biggest landmarks. Now, the city is finally trying to fix that. The Centennial Yards project is set to bring in apartments, offices, and entertainment venues while stitching downtown back together. It's a massive effort to reshape the city's core and, for the first time, make Atlanta's downtown feel like a real connected urban center.
All right, okay. Now, let me be very clear. The people that own the railroad back in the day, they still own that land. They still own that. That didn't go away. Their ownership didn't go away. So they was going to make sure at some point they was going to pitch, hey, y'all need to go ahead and, we've been faithful. We've been holding out for the city of Atlanta. We still own this land right here. So y'all need to go ahead and break us off some money. Go ahead and figure out what y'all going to do. Who did they probably hired lobbyist groups. hey, you know, a great area you can build and develop in? The Gulch. You can build right over here. We got plenty of land. Come build over here. They were able to lobby for what they want. And I just don't think y'all, you know, a lot of times we want to, I remember P. Diddy was in an interview and he was like, I just want to be happy. You know, I'm at the age of my life. I just want to be happy. That's why I hired all these people so I ain't got to do nothing. And that's before we realized he was cray. But the whole thing is, that's how most people out here walking around. I just want to be happy, Erica. I just want to have a good time. I don't want to own a house. I don't want to have to worry about toilets. I don't want to have to be fixing things. And you be looking at them like, what that got to do with having money in your pocket? What that got to do with taking care of your kids? What that got to do with moving yourself forward? Now, y'all just saw how they had that brother arrested for leaving his kids at the McDonald's. Brother's 24 years old. His oldest child is 10. That means that young man was having relations at 13 with somebody and had a baby at 14. Still a kid himself. Then he has a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old. And then he wasn't even at a job interview. Now, brother, if you could have held the story together a little bit longer, they was going to cake you some money. Was it wrong for McDonald's to call the child? No. Why are you leaving your children anywhere for 2 hours? Don't you know there's an epidemic of pedos out here grabbing kids? But what is the reason why he did that? Money. He gonna tell you, well, I did go by somewhere and fill out a job application, but he was in there for less than 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? There are people doing strange things, very, very strange things. And we have to ask ourselves, why are they doing these things? It's for money, right? It's because they're not making good choices, but it comes out of money. Comes out of money. All right. So if you ever ask somebody, you know, I used to make a joke about the forklift operators. I know y'all got tired of me talking about forklift operators, but if you look here at this chart right here, this is ADP manufacturing jobs. Now, since this, like I told y'all 2 years ago, y'all don't believe me, but I keep telling y'all, something happened in October of 2022. And everything started going boom, 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 down, 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 down. And then all of a sudden, these past 2 months, Trump been back in, we all of a sudden have an increase in manufacturing jobs. Now, you're going to say, well, Erica, it takes years for them to get the manufacturing, to move the manufacturing, to get it right, to move it over here. That's, you know, they got to change everything they're doing. Listen to me. These companies have billions of dollars. If they want to put a factory, Lucid Motors over in Arizona, they want to throw up some warehouse space. There is so much warehouse space being developed here in Texas, in the Sun Belt regions. It's a big lick for commercial builders. There's plenty of warehouse space, available building space already being turned out. I can show you over 500 companies moving to Texas, and they're all manufacturing. So, but if you let somebody tell you, well, you know, this gonna hurt people, they're not gonna have no jobs. You know, there's no manufacturing jobs, there's no forklift driver. Like, y'all, stop. We are a big country. It takes a minute for it to turn around. Okay. Now, secondly, this is how we know people are out of touch with the information. They don't even know. They don't even know we have last mile warehouses. What are last mile warehouses? Thank you, Anthony Brian Logan. There you coming in here with them Thomas Sowell talking points. The other day, by the hood was going off on each other and was calling one of them a Thomas Sowell talking point. Boy, I fell out. Listen, I want y'all to understand there is a nonstop effort to build and to bring companies here. There's a thing called last mile warehouses. Now, what do those mean? When I'm here in Austin, Texas, I can get any Amazon package in the day, 5 to 10 p.m. And I was thinking, that's really fast. Well, down the street from where I live, there's 7 warehouses that are last mile warehouses. What are those? When China and all the vid was happening, they said we need to put in place warehouses that have excess of our stuff. Okay. Excess of our stuff with American workers, so we don't have to go worry about the supply chain being delayed again. So all over the United States, thousands of warehouses are full of stuff already from China, y'all. That's why you're like, these tariffs, Erica, they're going to destroy the country. I'm like, y'all, they already put the stuff in the warehouses down the street. It's been sitting over there. It's been sitting over there. What are you talking about? In Houston, there's a bunch of new warehouses. It's stuff sitting over there. It's sitting over there. It's chilling. We gave billions of dollars during the pandemic to Cleveland, Ohio, chip manufacturing places up there. They said it's going to take us 6 months to a year to get the warehouse bigger. It's not the fact of the warehouse. It's the people. We got to go get the people. We got to go poach these chip manufacturing people from somebody. So when you guys are out on the internet talking about tariffs, it's exhausting to hear the conversations, because the truth of the matter is, if you're only a consumer, you're only out here to buy stuff. Why toilet paper ain't $2? You know what I mean? When you're only out here in the mindset to buy stuff, not how can I control business or sell something or be influential, yeah, it's going to be rough for you, because you aren't, I'm not going to say useless. That's not the word I want to use. You're not a producer in this economy. You're not. You're just not a producer. You're not making anything. You're not manufacturing anything. You're not even contracting with the government to get checks. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? So I want you to understand, when people are complaining about jobs and you ask them, what do you do? What's your skill? Because I don't know any plumbers who are unemployed right now. I don't know any electricians who are unemployed right now. If anything, their phone ringing off the hook. I don't know any architects that can't find a job. I don't know any engineers other than I got one cousin. He's a little lazy. He seems to be the only unemployed engineer I know. He also is big as a house. I don't know what happened to him. He fell off a motorcycle and he just, I'm like, baby, get that back fixed. But in general, I don't know unemployed engineers. We don't know unemployed eye doctors. We don't know unemployed dentists, right? They're out there somewhere. But in general, we don't, because these are necessary and needed skills. Okay? Now someone's gonna say, well, Erica, out here, who can afford a house? I want you to understand, May 5th May, what's the date? It's May something, okay? They're gonna cut off the FHA for some of our resident friends who are here with certain visa cards. They're not American citizens. And so the company I was working with for my mortgage, they work heavily with Hispanics and a lot of immigrants. They literally were closing on 25 mortgages the day I called and I said, man, what's going on? Is there a special? Is there a discount? Well, these builders giving 3.99%. And also they changing the FHA. So all the Latino people I know are getting in here right now. I said, isn't that interesting? When you start changing these programs and taking away, people got their paperwork and they're ready to go. They're ready to find a house. Ain't that something? I don't think y'all understand. America is one of the easiest places for people to come into this country. They don't speak English. They can literally get a job cleaning, cooking. They just got to know somebody. And they go on about their business, y'all. Like, and they don't come here with the illusion of, if I'm working at Amazon, my thought process is, I need a brand new car. No, my thoughts at Amazon, I need a paid off car. So just in case Amazon let me go, I got some other opportunities. I got things I can do. Okay? Let me pull up my other link. Do I have it? Oh, no. I thought I had it. I had a link for y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, I was going to show y'all this too. Hold on. Let me show y'all this too, because y'all, ain't nobody having children out here, Erica. Children's too expensive. Let me show y'all this real quick, and I'm going to go to the other part I was trying to find y'all. Can y'all see the screen? If you can, let me know. Women over 40 are giving birth more often than teen moms, marking a shift. Hold on, sorry. Recently, U.S. birth trends show a shift. Births to women over 40 now exceed those to teenagers. This reflects a declining teen births and rising births among older women, coupled with overall drop in U.S. birth rates. Now, I've been saying this for a while, and y'all been like, Erica, you making that up. That can't be real. Ain't nobody I know over 40 pregnant. And I'm just telling you, it takes a minute for the data to catch what you're saying. But the data's been saying this for 5 years now. They've been saying your older cousin Lisa is pregnant somewhere, right? You already know, become a producer. It's sad, so sad right now. The pre-K students who are recklessly destroying the classroom, guess what? Due to that program being paid $1,000 per kid, they do not care. Yikes. ATL version of Hudson Yards in NYC, the same exact thing. Boom, with no additional parking alternatives. Brandy, they don't want you driving in. They want you to get on that train. They got it. Eventually, they want y'all getting on that close transit. Oh, you already know about the railroads. Okay, we built majority of it, so it is what it is. Oh, for sure. Come on. Ted Turner owned majority of the land in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. If we go back and do some data and looking back some of those LLCs and C corporations, all that stuff. This what I'm saying, Pascal. They've been importing things for years. Since 2020, there really isn't a supply chain delay. This is something we can tell you. Let me tell you, as a person who is actually producing 3 private label products, and I work with a manufacturer in the United States, because first of all, I was surprised when I got to the vitamin industry that y'all are getting vitamins from overseas. I'm talking about from China. I don't know about you, but I don't want any vitamins made in China because I don't know what's going on there. I need some American made. I can see the warehouse. Everybody got on shoes. It ain't like India. They got their hands washed. I need to see. Okay. So when I started manufacturing, I would call the warehouse and be like, hey, what's the delay, man? What's going on? Oh, man, we about 3 weeks behind. You call the front sales office. Oh, we about 6 weeks behind, 8 weeks behind. You start getting on these phone calls. You realize, well, which one is the truth? Are we 3 weeks behind? Or are we 6 weeks behind? A lot of these places have been playing up since 2020. The supply delay. Oh, we're delayed. No, they're not. Majority of these products are right here in America. Now, did we have some people during the pandemic we gave out millions of dollars to make more make more pills, drugs, vitamins, all kind of stuff in America, and they ran off with the money? Yes, some of that did happen. We do know those stories. Those are going to be more American Greed stories. But there is something where people are being 2 to 3 years delayed on the conversation. That's all I'm saying. Lower the wages on what? Oh, yeah. Be very excited. You do last mile delivery. There you go. Listen. Let me see here. I do last mile delivery. Trust me, there's so much Temu and Shein out here make your head spin. I'm telling people and people don't believe me. Again, I'm here in Austin, Texas, where Samsung has bought 1,700 acres in a town on the edges of Austin. You're talking about 45 minute to an hour drive Austin. You're talking about outside of Austin, depending on the traffic. And they literally brought in a Japanese company, and the Japanese company is going to bring in 5,000 Japanese. The Korean company, who already have another building here in town, they're going to keep both of them open, okay, because they grandfathered in over on that side of town off Palmer Tech Ridge. They're bringing another 10,000 Koreans. That's not even counting their families. That's just 10,000 Koreans. Here in Austin, we've seen an increase of Asians who are here who are like, whoo, I just got here. That's why when y'all sit here and argue with me about, oh, Austin's dead, it's dying. No, they got to move closer to freaking Taylor. They can't live in downtown Austin and drive 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes every day for work. They're going to live in Round Rock. They're going to live in Georgetown. Those are number 1 and number 2 on relocation lists in America. Go look it up. Okay, number 3 is Cal Buda. Okay, so you're talking about North and South Austin. So when you hear people say these things, I can go pull a data fact. We can go pull data and tell you that you're inaccurate, right? I've never seen more people so angry at Trump, Elon, all these people for looking up information. Hey, these people stealing from us. Man, shut your damn mouth. That's why I tell you, if you see a man cheating on his wife or you see a woman cheating on her husband, don't say nothing to either one of them. Because they're going to come back and double up on you. That's what's happening in America. We like, hey, man, they cheating. You see these people cheating over there? And people are like, you shut your damn mouth, Elon. You be quiet. We don't want to hear that. And you're like, hey, I'm just trying to tell you this guy's ripping you off. I don't want to know about it. You're like, but you need to know they're ripping it off. This is what's happening in America. They don't want to know they're ripped off. They don't want to know their tax dollars are, because if I say something about homeless people in Austin, well, we need to pay more taxes so we can put more services together for the homeless. Every time you speak to somebody from California, that is their goofy ass answer. Well, if we pay more taxes, if we put more money into the coffer, we could take care of the homeless. And you're like, you put $24 billion to the homeless in California, and the money disappeared. Does it work or does it not work? It doesn't work. That doesn't work. A program like that doesn't work. So we need to address what is working and what is not working. But when you're just a consumer, you just want to walk around like a tourist in your town and swipe your debit card and go, woo, fun things to do all the time, and you have no involvement in business creation, you should hush. Because a lot of you were fooled in 2020 to 2023. Oh, yeah, my cousin had a business. My other cousin got a PPP loan. My other cousin does credit repair. My other cousin does taxes. No, they do hustles. They don't have a business where they hire people. Knock it off. Oh, you already know Walmart fulfillment. People are worried all of a sudden because them tax refund checks were super slim this year. That's what they live for. Come on, listen, I keep telling people there are companies. I've sat in meetings with companies who they're literally training a whole bunch of marketing to women's fertility, to men's fertility. They got a bunch of sperm companies now. You can test your own sperm at home. I don't know if you want to do that. I mean, that's up to y'all. But there is a focus on who got money. 30 to 50 years old, you got some money, that's who they're talking to. Society is not talking to you if you don't have money, you don't have a qualifying job. I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand what's happening. Everybody got on shoes. I mean, they do. They be not having shoes. They be. See, this right here, data is priceless, but we have to know where things are going wrong. There is this absolute desire to be like, Elon is a James Bond villain. He's going to get us. Elon is going to be a trillionaire off of the satellite company alone and the government contracts he has. This ideal that this data that y'all have freely given to TikTok, you freely gave to YouTube and Facebook, and the every time y'all log on a website and say accept cookies, that information is already out there. That data is already out there. He don't have to go to the government to get your data. He can go to Facebook. Facebook has your data. Everybody got your data. How do I know? I'm a person who owns vacant lots, homes, and other things. Every day I get mail in my mailbox. I get 10 phone calls a day. Would you like to sell your land? Would you like to sell this? I'm partnered with people's companies. I have people's data. Would you like to sell your land? Would you like to stop making Elon to be this giant antichrist? I heard some white people the other day talking about Elon was antichrist. I said, man, what Bible are y'all reading? What are y'all reading? I need to see the Bible y'all read because I think some of y'all drinking on the job. That's what I really think. Big money. Big money. Big money. They've been had our data. Our data's all over the place. I just wanted to show this because so many people be like, well, Erica, you keep bringing this up. I'm going to tag Aaron Cleary on this because I'm real petty. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. You know, we're supposed to do a show together. And he know I'm going to harass him about it. Here we go. There we go. Let me tag him in that. Let me find let me stay focused. What was I supposed to show y'all? Hold on a second. That was one of them, but not the only one. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no. Oh no, I might not have it. Oh, I thought I had it, y'all. Hold on a second. Man, this sucks. Oh, well, you know what? When I want to show y'all something, that's when it's hard to find. When I want to show you something. Boy, I tell you. You know what I mean? Come on. All right. Well, I don't have that one. I thought I had the other link. I don't have it. I apologize. He already got our data. Erica is correct. I would never consume food and medicine from China. Remember lead being in baby formula in China about 20 years ago? If they don't care about their own babies, what they care about us. Listen, listen, we're not doing it today. We're not. Because if you really understand how data works, if you're actually a media buyer or you're a person who actually spends money on data, I can go on Melissa's data and get everybody in the United States information right now. I can go on True People Search and get all the information I want right now. I know you're like, but it's different. It's different. I really want you to understand. I'm not trying to be funny. This is true. This is like, if the Democrats want to win, you can't be like, Elon's the boogeyman. He's the boogeyman. He's the boogeyman. You got to come with something. If you think your life was better the last 4 years under Biden, God bless you. I get it. We're all trying to figure out how to move forward, but that ain't it. I'm just gonna let you know that ain't it, because the data's out here. These phones, all this stuff is out here. It's out here. It's out here. It's okay. I feel you. You have misplaced anger, and I'm cool with it. Don't start. I did not mean to go off yesterday, but I just feel like people are purposely missing the context of anything I'm saying. And I'm like, why are you here? Go away. Why are you here? Go away. Just knock it off. Hold on. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna ignore you for now. Every week, Hunter. Come on, man. Folks program with that thinking, and don't want to change is for their own good. Yeah. When I applied for pre-approved for my house in 2020, with so many lenders calling my phone, that data hit different. I keep trying to tell y'all, like, that data is out here. Like, if I could just do a whole channel talking about LifeLock for y'all to lock up y'all information, I would. I do have an affiliate for it, but I just was like, I ain't got time to make 20 videos on LifeLock. But I do have a couple sponsorship videos I do have to put out this week. Again, we sue Equifax and TransUnion every couple of years. Bank of America, Wachovia, every couple of years with some BS. You know, I really want y'all to understand, like, your data is important. Let me not disrespect anybody who thinks I'm belittling this. Your data is important. But it's because most of y'all are just consumers. You don't have any leverage point. This is the whole point. Y'all don't have any leverage. You're basically standing up in America like, I don't want to own a company. I don't want to own a house. I don't want to own land. I just want to walk around every day and be able to buy stuff. If you listen to half of the travel folks pause, hey, I moved to Costa Rica. I moved to Thailand. Every day I can get up and walk around and buy stuff for $2. That's a consumer tourist mindset. And the truth is, hey, America needs you. Sure, go out, spend your money. Lose all your money. I don't care. We already know many of you are not going to retire because you buy cars, you buy pickup trucks, and you're a consumer. You have no future forward thinking. We got it. We understand. I make this channel to talk to people who, hey, you know what, Erica? How can I get ahead? How can I actually be a part of the $5 billion that's coming from Atlanta, right? How could I be a part of the $30 billion you're dropping into Austin over the next 5 years? How can I be a part of they're dropping 80, was it 880 or 800? No, it's 800 million in the Austin airport alone. You think they're worried about the Latinos and the immigrants that are doing work over there? No, they got their paperwork, their company, and show they cover with insurance. That's it. The Latino people in America that y'all are so worried about are going to have more wealth and resources because they know two things. Let me buy this work truck. Let me put this little piece of paper up. They asked it before. Let me have a business bank account. And let me buy a house. They got 85% of the game locked up right there. It don't take a lot. It don't. It just doesn't. But listen, see, that's too much of a conspiracy. If they watch that show, they'll be upset. I'll tell you right now, if you go to the airport, did y'all know it's voluntary? If you go to the airport and you go to TSA and you hand the lady your driver's license in the machine, they turn the photo on your face. I said, why are you doing that? Oh, you have to do it. You gave me your card. You actually don't have to do it. You actually can say, I do not consent to a photo to be biometrically scanned. I'm handing you my passport. You have to look at my passport because I've handed it to you. I didn't slide in the machine. If you pay attention, every airport, when I went to Detroit, when I went to go check out my properties in Cleveland, when I went to go to Raleigh, all of them had the machine. You put your driver's license in. See, you submitted it of free will. See, but if you tell them, no, I don't want the biometric scan, I want to hand you my passport and I don't have to take the picture. See, people are so slow, though. They're so, I'm just in TSA. I'm in the airport. I'm just trying to get through. That's how people walk around the airport in the morning. That's why I don't fly in the mornings, because y'all look crazy. I'll be like, get me there about 1 o'clock after lunch. The crew is full. The ladies at the desk taking your stuff is full. The TSA done ate lunch. They tired. That's when I like going, because everybody done calm down. They done had a burger for lunch and they good to go. And I go right on through. That's why I show up at the airport 45 minutes before I go, because you don't have to be there 2 hours. They say 2 hours because some of y'all just be holding up the line. That's the real truth. Okay? So again, I just want you to understand your data is out here. Your data is out here. It's whoever's in a consumer position, who's in a producer position, who's going to make use of it. My suggestion to you is, if today the word tariffs brings terror to your mind, what are you going to do to combat that? If I ask people right now, are they going to invest in the stock market? Oh no, Erica, the stock market's down. But if I tell them a house is 50% off, oh yeah, I'm totally going to buy it. You're not. If all houses in the United States were 50% off, you still wouldn't have money then to buy it. What are you talking about? Okay, so what are things we can do as we watch this? As you watch my channel, you watch other people's channels. First of all, know your numbers. Basic 101. What is an assessment of where you are right now? What's your information? What's your credit score? that does help. That does help. I ain't gonna lie, that does help. Local shopping does help. What's your credit score? Where you at? Do you want to buy a home? If you don't want to buy a home, save yourself the anger, the anguish, the dramatics coming online. Oh, I can't buy a house. America's unaffordable, and all this hopping through. You can stop. You can stop. Keep it pushing. Just stop. You don't have to participate in that. Because the majority of people, when you go online and you say, well, here's this link to this realtor, here's where you can get pre-approved. People, well, I'm not going to get pre-approved right now. Why not? Because I switched jobs or this or that. They really was never going to be about that. So hush, keep it pushing. Don't get in those arguments online with people. Keep it moving. Number 3, if you want to make money, if you're in my Digital Liberty Warriors or you're in any of this digital stuff, or you see the offers on the upsell, I literally tell you, if you want to make money, here's 3 simple ones right now. Go online every day on Instagram and post every day 5 things you can do in the city, 5 places to go eat, 5 places to take your children, 5 national parks in the town, 5 regular parks in the town, 5 after school activities. You could do that all year long. You would have one of the biggest Instagram pages in your city, in your state. Why? Because people like to be told where to go. Where should I go? What should I do? I have kids. I'm too busy with my kids to look up a park. You want to make money? That's a real easy way to make about 5 to 10K off Instagram monthly, from the clicks, the shares, the pushing it. You can put it on Facebook as well and make sure you get your money. Okay. Number 2, tell people how to make money every day. Hey man, I got another company you can make money with. Here's another affiliate marketing opportunity you can make money with. You could do that every day for a year. You will make money. Number 3. Okay, and this is controversial. ABL's in here, but if you want to be controversial for the next year, have an anti-Trump channel. Have an anti-Trump, anti-Republicans, anti-capitalism channel. Why? Because people are very us versus them, right? It doesn't have to make sense. It can literally just be talking points. Every year I see people channels go, those stupid, dumb Republicans, those bad red Republican people, and they'll have millions of views because people are emotional. They're not logical. But if you want to make money, those are 3 channels to make money. Now, Erica, how would I make money on an anti-Trump channel? Well, majority of those people are just hate watching. But what I would recommend, you have some type of affiliate marketing with a newsletter that can give them the best, latest data. You know what I mean? Like, you have to come up with affiliate marketing that works for you, or it's a cup or a t-shirt that's like anti-Trump. I mean, this happened during Obama's years. There was a guy who had an anti-Obama company and a pro-Obama company, and he made money both sides. So if you come in this channel to ask, how can we make money? How can we thrive from it? How can we be on here? That's what I'm here for. But if you're here to do the petty talk, Erica, every black person can't do. Every black person ain't got no monies. We just ain't got no monies, Erica. And if that's what you're coming to do, save it. Don't bring it to me. Take it to anybody else. I don't need it. Again, I keep telling y'all, you can have 3 people and y'all can take over a city. And I've watched that happen right here in Austin. I've watched 3 Indians take over a certain marketplace in Austin. I've watched 3 white boys come together. Country white boys can take over a whole section of Austin. They owned almost 90% of all the duplexes in multifamily at one point, small multifamily. And then they started selling it. I've watched 3 black men out of Durham, North Carolina, buy up multiple rentals out of Raleigh, Fayetteville, Charlotte, and Greensboro. And I'm not talking about Max Maxwell. Max Maxwell had 2 white guys working with him. And that's no shame, no foul. He's good people. Met him in Zanzibar, met him again in North Carolina, met him in different places. There's old videos on the channel. You can see me talk to him. But it doesn't take 100 people to figure out how to, we're going to work together and do this stuff. I had a conversation with my trainer and other people today. Like I have nothing against Masons. I have nothing against the black organizations out here. The other day, Tie City, no shade, Tie City. He was like, well, if you want to work with government contracts and subcontracting in Dallas, you got to go talk to these old heads. And I'm like, yeah, because that's politicking. That's networking. That's not gatekeeping. Those older black men sat their wife down, sat people in their team down, and they every year applying for government contracts, applying in groups of 3 or 4 people. They didn't sit here and play and Dallas is growing and billions of dollars is coming to Dallas, but we just poor black people. I hear Jason Black channel, so many young black people coming there, they're like, there's no opportunities in Dallas. There's no opportunities if you're a bum. If you want to do bare minimum stuff, work at a food shack place and make $12 an hour and then complain that you can't do nothing in Dallas, yeah, there isn't an opportunity for that. That's high school. That's your couple first years out of college. That's not your whole adulthood. At some point, you have to make a decision, and not choosing is a decision. Not deciding, you know what, I'm so tired of getting paid $15 to $20 an hour. Let me go get a trade. I'm so tired of this. Let me go get a trade. That black man that got arrested for leaving his kids at McDonald's for 2 hours plus, he should have listened. You don't want to hear it from me, but I would have told him the first kid he had at 14. By the time he turned 18, I'm like, hey, shave that head. Let's go to the military. Because at this rate, you're not doing anything productive. You got a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. You might as well go into the military. At least they'll have health care. You'll have health care. You'll get 4 years you out of here. You can do something else. I know a young man right now, he tries his best to convince every young black man he knows to do the National Guard wherever they're at. Now, he's in Arkansas. That's a whole other conversation. But what happens when they leave the National Guard or when they do their time in National Guard? They're available for a VA loan. On their applications, they're putting they're a veteran. Oh, and I got to go my 2 weeks a year. I got to be busy. Again, y'all want to play the game and y'all want to play the wrong part of the game, the Section 8 stuff, the goofy stuff, the EBT stuff. That ain't the stuff to play. The stuff is, let me go do 2-year or 3-year contracts in the military real quick. Let me do a National Guard real quick. And so now every time I put my name on something, I'm a veteran. I have access to loans. Here in the state of Texas, you go to school for absolutely free. You get a free 1 acre lot of land for free if you're a veteran here in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really kind of playing the game wrong. Like, you complain about the system and then won't go into the system. Now, you go into the system, but I'm talking about the jail system. That's a whole nother conversation. But a lot of y'all, I'm going to play this game with the government. I'm not going to report my income. I'm not going to fill out the census. I'm not going to. What does that do? That's shit. This whole, I'm going to be off the radar. That's a very popular black thing. I'm going to be under the radar, Erica. For who? Ain't nobody looking for you. They have already the bigotry of low expectations in the book. Go look that up. People will put low expectations on themselves. Go look it up. There's studies done on this. That is majority of our issue. Yes, is there systematic racism? Is there stuff happening? I went to East Carolina University and they had 122 nursing spots. They always saved 22 spots for the minorities, Black, Latino, whoever was in there, right? And what happened is you looked up, there was like 500 Black girls who had straight A's and 200 white girls with straight A's. And the program was like, they were like, does it make sense for y'all to take 100 Black girls and 22 white girls since the numbers are so crazy? And East Carolina was like, no. We saved y'all 22 spots. They better go somewhere else. This is a big problem in nursing right now. That the pipelines are all backed up because they're doing these old affirmative action things that y'all were like, we shouldn't do affirmative action. Well, if we just do it by the grades, they should have took 500 Black nurses. But see, East Carolina didn't want to do that. East Carolina didn't want to have 122 nurses all Black. No. That's crazy. We don't want to do that. That's why these boot camps are popping up all over the United States. That's why they had to sue the school. East Carolina had to pay. And we still talk to people. They're like, I don't understand why they sued. I'm like, if I have to explain basic math to you, I already know you slow, baby. Like you're a short but shorty. I got 500 Black women with straight A's ready to go into nursing program. I got less than, at the time, I think it was 80 white girls. So they even asked the school, how about we just make it, extra 40 minority spots? Oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do it. We have numbers to meet. So y'all gonna just be short a class this year because you don't have enough white girls in the class? So you got to realize these programs, yes, are there some sugary in the programs? For sure. But the stuff that's mostly in y'all control, that's why I brought on Dion to the channel. Dion was a truck driving trainer making $17 an hour. And he just made a decision. We're going to go buy a duplex. We're not going to go buy a Chrysler 300. We're not going to buy a new car. We're not going to go on vacation to Miami. We're buying a duplex. Once we get the duplex, then we can do whatever we want. But you have to understand what game you're playing. If you don't know the name of the game, it's not new cars, not new clothes, not consumerism. If the name of the game is I have to acquire something to make it in this country, the conversation is different. There's the young lady. She had a picture. Let me show you if I can find it real quick or show it to y'all. You listen, and I'm talking about the lawsuit was heavy. And they had to play like, well, we didn't understand. What do you mean? Like, nah, y'all know what they telling y'all. Y'all know what y'all doing is wrong here. Do I have her in here on my phone? Yikes, I might not have it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I have it. You guys hold on a second. And what happened is both the husband and wife died and somebody inherited a house. That's what I was gonna show y'all. When I want to show y'all something, all the sugary come up. When I'm ready to show y'all something good, it's like the computer's like, oh, I don't know what that is. What are you looking for? Hold on a second. Probably help her put my glasses on, you know what I'm saying? But we're not doing that. We're not doing it. We're going to be without glasses. We're going to act like we can see. Lord. Y'all are sneaking up on me. It's sneaking up on me. I should put my contacts on. Hold on a second. Almost there. Hold on a second. Where's my phone at? Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. I apologize. In the comments, if this has been helpful commentary, put a 1 in the comments. At least let me know. I know this can be, I know y'all call it spicy, offensive, all kind of words y'all be giving me. And I'm okay with it because I realize it don't hurt my feelings. It really don't, because at the end of the day, like, are you a producer in the society? I remember somebody was like, well, if Erica should just adjust her tone and talk more nicely to people, she would have 100,000 subscribers and stuff. And I was like, do you believe that? You really can't believe that, can you? Like, you don't believe that for yourself. Are you just saying that because people talk crazy and spicy all over this internet and have hundreds of thousands of subscribers? That's just not true. Let me see if I pull it up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Journeyman, yeah. Social security number is tracking your device since birth. You are not a name, you're a number. You already know. They get 1 acre of land. That's why I laugh when people like Texas is so terrible and it's so racist and it's so bad. And I'm like, okay, baby, go get that help you need. Dallas is booming. There's money everywhere. Let me see. They find a problem every time I say, well, everybody can't do the military, Erica. Everybody can't. People can't read, Erica. They come with the worst stuff. I be like, baby, I'm tired. I can't, baby. I'm tired. I can't with y'all. Yeah, they listen to your conversations, all kind of stuff. That's why people say that stuff. My data's so important to me, girl. Bye. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. Exactly. People will hear it. At the end of the day, when we flash a few more flashy things this year, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I knew Erica was doing ABC." I'm like, okay. Here we go. This is a house. The husband and wife died. Somebody inherited, and they just letting it go for 12 grand. It's crazy. But I'm just showing examples.
The house that I purchased for $15,000. I purchased it just like this, y'all, with all the things in here. So as I'm telling you the story, just take a look at it. So I came across this particular property. Now the owners were deceased. It was husband and wife. They were deceased. They didn't have any children. Okay. So I was able to send a postcard to the address that was on file, and the relative ended up calling me back saying, okay, I'm wanting to sell the property. I'm the only relative left, and you're gonna have to talk to my attorney. I'm like, well, how much are you selling it for? He said $12,000. I was like, what? In my mind, I'm like, that's a steal. Let me pay that now. So we did the paperwork. I ran it through my attorney and did the title search. So my title search came back saying that it was a $50,000 nursing home lien attached to this property. And I'm like, well, that's going to bump my price up because I have to pay the lien. But nonetheless, it also came back saying that he wasn't the one obligated to sell this property. And there was an administrator over the estate. So I had to get in contact with them. I had to hunt.
All right. You can go watch her do a whole story on it. But long story short, she got to contact the administrator. They're like, oh, we waived the nursing home. So imagine you have no kids. You have a whole house. Somebody could live in the house, and your family just let it sit there and do nothing with it. I don't think y'all understand. Every day, when I say every day somebody turns 75 years old, every day people pass away, every day people sell people's houses, every day people inherit stuff, they don't respect it. You know how many emails and calls y'all sent me about houses and land, and I've kind of ignored it. That's why I always tell y'all, I was like, I've walked off from $3 million at least on this channel. To be honest, just in math, just to be honest. That's why I said I went ahead and cranked up my partnerships and cranked up one higher and be like, hey, we're just gonna hit these phone calls up. We're gonna follow up with some people. And I just don't think y'all understand that. Like, literally, what is the only asset that this person had? If this person, you know, again, I know how it is. They uncle or aunt went to the reduction home. Nobody wanted to pay, so they put a lien on the house. That's what it is. And instead of the person thinking, okay, it's a $50,000 lien, I could just pay that down and keep a whole house that my aunt and uncle done paid for. It ain't no mortgage on it. And they just left their clothes, their photos, everything in there. You know? 15,000 where at? Everywhere. Let me tell you something. Let me be very clear. This is everywhere. This is everywhere. This ain't just North Carolina, South Carolina. She is in North Carolina. She's super cool. Baby girl. But this is everywhere. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This is everywhere. Like, every day, there's somebody giving up land for pennies on the dollar. There's a ton of people in South Carolina. They ain't never going back to some of them small towns. They're like, you want it? You can have it. There's people here in Texas is so big, you don't have to go outside of Texas if you really got started. You could literally just sell what you got here. So look, I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long. I had a few more things to show, but I'm not, you know, it's not an emergency to show it tonight. We got time. We can show it on other channels, show it later. But you just have to realize, like, y'all gotta be smart. Be smart. Okay. What are things that produce revenue? What are things that produce revenue? That's your biggest answer. How can you be in the chain of receiving the income? Right? I'm trying to break it down repeatedly in the most simplistic ways. if you can acknowledge that you were in some type of economic warfare, our counterparts, you know, white people know, hey, it's what's going on out here, right? There's Russian and Chinese people coming to America and having their baby because the American passport is still gold, baby. I know y'all really want to fight, but it's still gold. I'm going overseas. Okay, tell me how long you last without getting $1,000 USDA money. Tell me how long you last with 1,000 Venezuelan money, Colombian money, the pesos, the Vietnamese, the baht, the Thailand baht. Tell me how long you last then. I don't want to hear that stuff. That's how I know it's just silly. Okay, so listen, if you're in America, how can you get to the money? How can you produce something? How can you create something? We talk a lot about digital creation here. When the book comes out, it's the same. The book hits on the digital side and the physical side. How can you be in the realm of money coming to you? Because that's all that, you know, is once you get past the he said, she said, my baby mama drama, you notice how you see how Country Wayne don't never have no problems with no baby mamas. He's got like 15 kids and no problems. Why? Because he got them in houses, he got them cars. You going over there. What's the number one complaint in our community? Lack of money, lack of resources, lack of housing. So we doing everything but that conversation. I want to show y'all this. This is funny to me real quick. Hold on. This doesn't describe Black people, but it's kind of funny because I think it's hilarious. Do I have it? I do have it. Let me see. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Here it is. And I'm gonna roll out with this because I don't have my other two clips.
We have some scary news. We have some big news right now. We have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight. And we have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now. We have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight. And we have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now. We have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight. And we have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now.
I love this.
We have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news.
I love this so much because, when I go online and Black men are like, there's no clubs, nobody's dancing anymore, no one's buying women, taking women on dates, no one's interacting. I'm like, where you at? Negro, get out of your house. What are you talking about? There's these freaking events everywhere, all over Texas, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina. They had the Zydeco Festival down there in Houston. I couldn't even park. 5 miles of the event. I said, I have to take an Uber to the event after parking on the side of the road. It's crazy. So when I hear Black people online start saying, yeah, we don't even talk to women's, we don't go to events, there ain't nobody even at the club. We ain't at the club, we outside. What are you talking about? Have you seen some of the Louisiana stuff on Sunday in New Orleans? The Black people outside. So I really just want y'all to kind of like pull off the internet a little bit and go outside and get some fresh air. These meetups and these dancing events be on meetup.com. They be on Eventbrite. They be on Facebook marketing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying goof your life away, but I just want y'all to understand when people try to tell you they don't see happy Black people doing whatever. I'm like, where you at? Where you live? They over here at the Spinners. They over here in Pflugerville at 4 or 5 different places every Saturday, Sunday. They don't keep spending that money. What are you talking about? So you just need to decide, are you going to be in a position of receiving money? Are you going to own a barbershop? You going to own some type of shop? You going to own a HVAC company? What you going to own? Because these old people getting up out of here. They got to sell these companies either way. So you can buy a company. Okay. Right? You can buy a company, you can start a company. It's your choice, is yours at this point. Nobody's locking you out of most of this economy. And I'm only learning Spanish because I want to learn Spanish. But at the end of the day, a lot of stuff y'all claiming is getting y'all locked out of it. How? You only locked out if you don't have any skill. Well, Erica, I had this or that on my report or my credit report or this, or I've got a warrant or a felony on my baby. They got grants for felons. Literally, if you go to your human resources in your town, call them up today. Don't take my word for it. Call them up. In Atlanta, they got free HVAC training. So you tell me you a brother out of jail and you too good to do HVAC training for free? And they paying $80 to $120 an hour to do HVAC repair? You coming straight out of jail, brother. You ain't got no choice. You telling me they won't hire a felon, but the city of Atlanta has free HVAC training. Call up most of these cities. They have free welding, HVAC training, diesel mechanic training. They'll give you your CDL for free. They'll pay for your CDL. Y'all want to be in a bad spot. Y'all want to be struggling. That's not, America, you don't understand. I don't have childcare. I don't have this. Baby, pick a struggle. You can't have all the struggles. You can't have no money, no time, no resources, multiple children. You can't have all the struggles. You have to pick one. These cities are doing everything they can. The only way the government can say, hey, we need more CDL drivers. We're going to give money to the local principalities so that they can funnel it through the community colleges and the human resources department, human health and resources department, and give y'all free CDLs. How much more do you want the government to do? Do you want them to come in the house and spoon feed you? Do you want the government to come in the house and wipe your butt? Like, at some point here in this conversation, we've got to figure out what's the middle. The middle is y'all figuring out what you want to do, make a decision, and take action. You can't come to me at any age and tell me, well, I'm stuck working at Chipotle. I'm stuck working at KFC. No, you're not. No one's stuck. You're not stuck in this society. This system has too many outs. It has too many outs. That's why you hear all these young people online. I'm so lonely because I made all this money as an entrepreneur, and they didn't even try hard. Because the bottom is full of people who ain't doing nothing. They ain't calling around. They ain't trying. It don't take a lot. Asia Denson probably got like $1 million to $2 million contract from the city because they couldn't find nobody. They're like, would you like to do this contract? She's like, shit, I'll do it. It's just a decision at this point. So I'm gonna get out of here. I've berated y'all ears enough. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm trying to have more upbeat, lighter conversation tomorrow, I guess. But at the end of the day, y'all know what time it is. It's get up and get with it. They do. They want to bib in a high chair and somebody to pat on the back. I'm so sorry your mama and daddy didn't do what they needed to do for you. I'm so sorry. Get over that. After 25, we ain't trying to hear that. You 35, 45 years old, blaming your mom and daddy. We ain't trying to hear that. You spending 10, 12 hours talking crazy online. We ain't trying to hear it. Pick something and go. Pick a thing and go. All right, you guys. It's your girl, Erica Classic on Blog later.
This is David W. Williams, and I'm giving a testimony to Erica Williams and her team. Because of the advertising relationship that we were able to develop, my company had the best month in the month of November for the whole year of 2024. And I'm talking about our sales were 3 or 4 times any other month during that particular year. And I know it's because of the relationship that I had with Erica and how she worked with me as an advertising partner. So now here's the benefit of working with her and her team. She's going to communicate to you what you're going to get as a result of working with her. She's going to over deliver on her value that she's providing, right? And she's not going to do a one-off deal. She's going to really invest in your success because she's really invested in making sure that you're going to get a success story from working with her as an advertising partner. So if you're looking to drive more sales, you're looking to bring in more leads, and you're also looking to get more exposure to what you're doing, you want to reach out to Erica and ask her, can I advertise with you?